I want to talk about the proper way to clean the monitor on a Nikon camera. I originally was going to borrow the cleaning solutions and kit that came with my wife's new iPhone, but I'm glad I didn't. I went ahead and took the trouble to read the manual. And Nikon says do not use any alcohol. You want to do this without using harsh chemicals. Do not use alcohol, thinner, commercial lens cleaning solutions, or other volatile chemicals. I have an example of what some of those things might look like. This is a lens cleaner that's a commercial solution. This is a lens pen that has a dampened swab on one end, and then here's a chemical lens cleaning uh, pad. Nikon says do not use alcohol, thinner, or other volatile materials. Step one in the monitor cleaning, we're going to remove the dust and lint with a blower. So I have my rocket blower here. These are the best in the industry. And then when we're going to remove the fingerprints and everything, we're just going to wipe the surface gently. This is a lens cloth that I already have laid out. And over here, I have distilled water. I'll just bring it into the frame a little bit there. I have my screen protectors, and then I'm getting everything ready so that I can do this properly. When we do the monitor cleaning, we're going to remove dust and lint with a blower. Again, I've got this really good rocket blower for that task. And if there are other stains, you're going to wipe the surface lightly with a soft cloth. Again, I have this lens cleaning cloth right there. And I have it laid out, keeping it clean. Do not apply pressure. And so you're just going to lightly do that. And I want to mention when you do lay down one of these screen protectors, if it's not right, it's not like a phone where you're going to get in there and push really hard with a credit card to get all the bubbles out. You're better off just pulling it off, throwing it away, and starting over again. I have two of these just in case I mess it up. These are sacrificial. If they don't go on right, just go out and buy some more. All right, we're getting ready to do this. I just wanted to talk about the right way to do it. All right, I have the screen initial factory plastic protection off. I've wiped it down with the lens cloth, and now I'm going to use the blower, which I've done using my rocket blower to blow off any dust that's here. These things are great. I want to caution you, I had one of the cheap ones. I'll go walk over and get it. I had one of these cheap ones, and when I was cleaning a sensor of a camera, I squeezed real hard, and this whole assembly blew off and hit the sensor of the camera. I guess these are, you get what you pay for. Anyway, this came with a lens filter kit and everything else for free, but it's certainly something that I'd be leery of. Again, this whole assembly blew off and hit the sensor of a camera. It didn't damage it, fortunately, but I was panicked. I disappeared off screen a little bit. I had to get some scissors because this is sealed. So I'm going to cut this and then open it up. And on this particular tempered glass protector, it tells you that for the application there's a back. So we're going to pull down this, I believe, because it says 1. And it says pull down a small portion of the mask label, step 1. This side is applied to the screen. Apply and gently position along one corner of the screen. Lift and reapply until correct. Slowly brush down. Remove the mask protecting the screen pro labeled step 2. Now, okay, this doesn't have another step 2, plus I can already see that it's dirty. It's got a spot on it right now, straight from the factory, so I got to clean this. Okay, so again, the instructions from China leave a little bit to the imagination, but what we're going to do is this is going to go on here. And so what I'm doing is gently lifting off the protective screen. That'll expose the adhesive. And then we're going to try to position as carefully as possible. Okay, that's pretty good. I do have a little area of a bubble in this corner. And again, just kind of gently work that out. Again, if it's not perfect, this again is just to protect the main monitor screen. And I'll just have to keep working on that one corner here. I'm going to lift it up a little bit. This is risking, and see if I can get it to go up just a bit higher, maybe touching the edge of this frame. So let's see what we can do. Again, it's a little bit low. It's resting right on this corner. So when I do this, I've got to make sure that I maybe start with this corner first. This is probably my last attempt with this one. And if I got any fingerprints on it, oh well. It's again just a design to protect the factory monitor. And I do this with all my cameras. I've been out in the woods where a branch hits the back of the camera. And let's just see how this one works. That's nice and even along the back here. We'll rub this out just gently, see if we can get all these bubbles out. At this point, it's pretty doubtful because I had to take it off. Okay, I have a bubble here and a bubble there. What I've done in the past on these is I'll lift up a corner and then just work everything out. We'll see if we can get it. This is kind of a pain. I love the new systems on the phones where you just kind of plop it down, but notice I have the camera on a padded surface. That way I can just gently work these out. And if I don't get them out, I don't get them out. I'll do it again. Yeah, I was better off the first time. All right. I'm going to try this one more time. I'm going to take the whole thing up. All right. All right. This time I'm going to try to be uniform and even in the laydown and as symmetric as possible. All right. I'm getting it. Anyway, this is just going to take just light pressure and just work it down. I've done this a zillion times before on phones and cameras. Not so much with phones lately. They're come a long, long ways. We'll see if I can make that work. If not, I'll live with that on the corner here because it's not an important part of the scene. But that was attempt number one. If that doesn't work, I'll just peel it off and do it again. Well, 2 hours later, we're ready to try it again. Following their instructions, going to start on the back of the screen and lift off this sticky stuff, this little screen here. And I've got to make sure that I am not touching anything, getting my fingers on the sticky stuff. So I'm going to set this down on this Ziploc bag there so it doesn't stick to the countertop. And again, this time I'm really, really, really going to be careful on getting it perfectly lined up the first time. I got one little area right here and this corner up here. And that corner's gone. Let's see if I can work that one little area out. That is so much better just the way I let it seat itself. That's good. And this one I'm going to sit down and just very gently rub. It's got a little tiny bubble area in here and one up in here. Again, the key is not to use a lot of pressure, and I can live with both of those because they're not in the central part of the screen. Seeing if I can get that one to gently rub out. Notice I have a pad under here. I'm not putting any pressure on this camera. All right, I think I can live with that one. and almost no bubbles. They're pretty minor. So even once in a while, a blind squirrel old photographer can find the acorn. Well, there's the finished result. I may have a little bit of dust along the edges down at the bottom. The whole idea is to protect the monitor. It's got a beautiful screen, and that way it'll last a long time. I really have gone out and dropped a camera on the back of the screen. I've also I use my cameras. I've been out in the woods where a branch swept across the screen. I had tempered screen protectors like this, different brands, but I'm happy with this. It finally turned out. It's good enough. And again, no harm, no foul. I'm following the Nikon procedures, which I mentioned at the beginning of this procedure. Very happy with this camera. I want to take really good care of it. My next video is going to talk about my small rig setup, so I'm trying to get this done ahead of that.